What's up, everybody? Let's get it in all messages. That's what we do. All right. See all your messages now. As great as they will be, I'm sure. All right. It is time, guys. Let me get you a little bit further back, or maybe to the left a little bit. You gotta get that full angle. Full angle. What's up, Daniel? I think you're first in the chat tonight. All right. We're gonna grab, I've got 135 on the bar at the moment. We're gonna get warmed up a little lighter than usual, mostly because I want to stand up and put 20 more pounds on the bar right now. No, we're gonna do 135 real quick, warm up, and then we're gonna slap 225 on normal stuff tonight. We might PR tonight, we'll find out. No soreness from the other night still. I think I had like a low level of like twinginess, but nothing major. Like, you know, the normal get up and stretch type of sore, nothing like weird. All right. Yeah, I feel great. I am not late. 11 o'clock used to be my start time. We only started doing the earlier times because we were doing the other gym. This used to be like my specific start time was 11. It kind of morphed because originally it was 10:30, and then it went to 11, and then it got to the point where it was almost midnight when I was starting, and we moved it back to 11. So but yeah, the other gym is the only reason we were doing the early times, because they close early. But I will say that we'll be back at that gym tomorrow. At least I will be. I'll record some content. I don't know if I'll stream tomorrow. Like I said, this weekend my mother's in town. I'm gonna spend some time with her for Mother's Day weekend. So I might not stream tomorrow. I know I won't stream Sunday. Tomorrow is a maybe. We'll see. So tomorrow is a very, very on the fence maybe. There'll be a video regardless, but might not be a stream. I'll work out. It's just gonna be a very fast workout. So, all right, 225 about to go up, and then we'll start moving some other weight, some actual weight after that. Let's go. How's it going? All right, 225, getting warmed up. Easy work. I'm 5'11", I weigh 180 at the moment, give or take. 179.5 was my last official weigh-in. So, we're just getting warmed up at the moment, guys. We're benching right now. What's up? Yeah, we're still warming up. We still got like two more warm up rounds. We're gonna hit this for maybe a double, and then we'll hit another warm up after that for a single, and then we'll start stacking some actual weight on the bar. Right now it's kind of light, so we got 275 on here at the moment. Felt good. Another warm-up round. Let me grab a proper plate. Hold on. All right, tree bills, 315, but you know. 3 good old plates. 45 pounds a plate. 45 pounds a plate. Standard Olympic bar, standard plates, nothing fancy. Still working with lighter weight. You gotta do this for a single, maybe with a pause. And then we'll actually add some weight. What's up, rich guy? We're alive, what's up? Appreciate it. The likes and subscribe help a lot, they do. Yeah, 315, still working with the lighter weight. Still warming up. Still warming up for the night. No. Fasting and muscle gain don't correlate. They do not correlate. All right. Last warm-up prep. What's up, Jacob? Let me grab this last prep for the warm-up and we'll get started with the fun stuff. We have made no PR attempts this week. We haven't had the opportunity, Jacob. I did find out, though, that we've been pressing 5 pounds heavier every day than I thought we were, right? So turns out that other gym we were pressing at, we're doing bench press at this week and last week, that bar is actually 50 pounds. I found that out today. I went and confirmed with the owner. I was like, is that bar a 45? Because someone had mentioned that it was a heavier bar. And I was like, it's a heavier bar. And they're like, yeah, it's not a 45, it's heavier. And I was like, is that like for real? And they're like, yeah. And they thought it was 10 pounds heavier. So I messaged the owner of the gym and I was like, I shot her a message and I was like, is that a heavier bar? She's like, yeah, it's 5 pounds heavier than your standard. And I was like, oh. So that 340 double we did the other day was actually 345. The 350 that moved a little slow was 355. And I think the 350 we hit, the 350, was it? I think we went for 355 or something like that. Everything's been 5 pounds heavier than we thought. So the 340 double is actually 345, which is awesome. Which is awesome. Awesome to hear that it was heavier, right? And I'm telling you, I thought it was the bench. I was like, man, everything just feels a little heavier here. You know, everything just feels heavier. And I was like, maybe it's the bench, but turns out it was heavier. I just didn't know. All right, we just added another 10 pounds to this. Let me change the angle so you guys can see what we're doing. Get a decent shot of all this. So the bars, it's a 50-pound bar, which is uncommon. But she liked the look of the bars, so she just from what I heard, she just really liked the aesthetic of the gold-plated looking bars, like the gold paint bars. She bought them, and I never thought to ask. I always assumed they're a 45. You can tell if something's less than 45, but turned out they were 5 pounds heavier, which I'm not mad about. 375 right now, Tom. Let me finish warming up, and we'll decide. We've done a lot this week. With that other gym being involved in the grind. All those chest press machines and shoulder press machines definitely put a little bit more wear on you. We'll see, though. We might do. 25, moving easy. Have a good night, bro. Have a good one, boss. Ooh. Oh. All right. What do we want to put on here now? We'll add another 5 aside. We'll go 335 for the next press. We'll just keep climbing. There is going to be periods like this, though, guys, where I don't do PRs every week. There's going to be 2-week lapses sometimes. It just depends on how we're feeling. That being said, those are few and far between. I don't think that's what we're doing right now. 335 is what we're about to do. We'll go to 345 tonight, probably. So, 400 pounds. You're asking me a lot there. Nice, good stuff. Congratulations, Goku. What's up, what's up? But mind you, the bulk is going really well, so. Appreciate it, appreciate it. 500, we keep increasing that number. I'm not military, no. All right, we got 335 on here. We're gonna get it for a single, and then we'll go 340 after that. Sounds like a fun time to you guys? Sounds like a fun time to me. Ugh. I don't feel like I need a rest yet. All right. Felt good? Easy work, easy work. Genetics play a part usually early on and late in the process. The middle portion, you can work and keep up in the middle portion. Early on, it helps out a lot, and late when you're in the higher echelons of lifting. I weigh, official weigh-in, my last official weigh-in was 179.5 pounds. Yeah. Diet and consistency will outcompete genetics every single day if the person with the good genetics isn't utilizing them properly. So. That is the key to it. If the person that has the good genetics isn't doing what they're supposed to do, they will be outcompeted by the guy with more consistency and that can handle the nutrition. I appreciate it, Saray. I appreciate it. My bench is 365 currently. That was my last PR, was 365. Now it's about that'll be about 2 weeks from today. I think that we hit 365. 45-pound bar, normal bar. Right now on the bar we've got 345. Yeah, 345 on the bar right now. So. Yeah, go get on the bench, Alex. I recommend it. Make sure you have a spot. I'm the strong nerd, right? I'm the strong nerd. The world's strongest nerd is how I'm known, right? So to some, it's the world's strongest nerd. Other people, it's ginger. I'm not sure which one I'm going to claim yet. I'm not actually ginger. I don't think you guys realize that, though. It's just the beard. I don't know if that qualifies. I don't know if it qualifies if it's just the beard. Everything else is brown hair. Everything else. I'm okay with being the world's strongest nerd, all right? What am I proving? No, I don't think I'm gonna prove that. We have a tank top that we'll probably go down to at some point, guys, but not for the wrong reasons, all right? It's not what we're here for. We're here to lift heavy weights. All right. $345. Moved a little slow, but I was racked a little high, or I was sat a little high when I started. I noticed it. Too late to stop the grind, though, so we went for it anyways. Appreciate it. Too late to stop the grind. We were already there. That's easy weight, easy weight. Sometimes we do more rep work, but no more than 7 reps, though. No more than 7 reps. That was 345. Felt pretty good. Moved a little slower than normal. Don't forget, this is bench session number 5 for the week. We still have one more bench session this week. We bench 6 days a week heavy, but this is bench session number 5, and we have done 2 to 3 chest exercises a day for the last 6 days, and tricep exercises. On top of, what was it, the night before last, we did like 200 and some change on push-ups at the very end of the stream. So I'm okay, Goku. I'm very aware of what I'm doing. I don't do anything to failure, no. Sundays, I recover on Sundays. Look up the Bulgarian lifting method. It's a more advanced lifting method, but if you look up the Bulgarian lifting method, you'll understand kind of what the process is. I don't typically get sore. Yeah, they're fun until you have to do 200 of them, cowboy. The best way to increase consistency is attach it to something else that you're doing. So find something else in your life that you're consistent with, whether that be a specific time you go to lunch, whether that be a specific time you go to, you wake up, or you have like an appointment that you make every single week, and attach it to that. Like, okay, so every day after lunch, I'm going to go to the gym. Attach it to something else that's already consistent. It'll force you to remember that item at least, right? So the way I got started 5 years ago was, because I've only been lifting for 5 years. So the way I got started 5 years ago was I just started going to the gym on my lunch break. And it forced me to remember to do it. Because every day on lunch, I passed that gym, I had to look at it, you know? So. Kind of, Dino. So essentially Bulgarian lifting method. Now that is not specifically what I do, but it's the closest thing to my routine. Bulgarian lifting method, essentially you train multiple times a day, 6 days a week, right? And you're training to maximal potential, so maximal weight. So if you're benching as high as you can potentially bench at that time, and then you're taking a rest period and doing it again later that day. Some did it multiple times a day, some did it once a day, but it is maximal weight, shorter sets, and longer rest periods, but doing it 7 days a week. I shrunk it to 6. Mine is 6 days a week. I take Sundays as a rest day, mostly a family day. But 6 days a week, I run that method, vaguely that method. It is one of those, no HIIT training for me. I'm very familiar with HIIT training. I used to be a HIIT trainer, so I used to train people in HIIT classes, but. No, it's about conditioning. So it is a very advanced training method. It's about conditioning. Not everybody's going to be able to accomplish it comfortably. It's one of those things you got to kind of be careful and find out if it's for you. It's not going to be for everybody. Everybody can try it, and everybody can do it for a short period of time typically, if there's no issues. But it burns you out. If you burn out, you burn out. It's not an easy method. It's not an easy method. We're gonna go ahead and get him out of the chat. All right, he's been timed out. Sorry, we had some people acting a fool in the chat. It's yeah, like I said, it's a different type of training. Everybody has their own thing. Some people like the push pull split. Some people like 5x5s for their exercises. I like the Bulgarian type training. And believe it or not, I developed my own program, and it just happened to kind of be like the Bulgarian training method. I didn't even know it existed till after I was running the program for 2 years. So, do I ever drink? I don't. If you mean alcohol, I don't drink at all. I don't drink at all. If you mean alcohol, I do drink milk. A little lifting. All right. All right, appreciate you. We're doing singles right now, Max. Singles right now. We've got 350 on here, I think. 350, we're about to hit it. All right, let's grab it. What's up, Revenant? Welcome back. We're about to do a 350 real quick. I am a little bit spent from the week, just a little bit, not terrible. So we'll see how this goes. Revenant, you're my spotter. Appreciate your help. Oh. 350 still moving on day 5 of the training for the week is a good day. So it's a good day. Yeah, like I said, we're a little spent. This is our 5th heavy bench session, and we did a lot of extra work this week with that new gym equipment. So I am natural, yes. I'm natural. I weigh about 179.5 pounds at the moment. I'm 5'11". That's the other question I get asked, and I am 30 years old. What's up, Mark? We're gonna drop to 315, and we're gonna hit a couple of fun reps, just some silly work. You know what I'm saying? And then 5x5 is a really good bench program. It won't take you to the top, but it'll definitely get you close. Because I like being natural. I just lifted it. Yes, we're about to do our drop sets. My PR on the bench, guys, is 365 currently. So. Hey, I appreciate the support. That's awesome. What's up? Hey, it's Michael. What's up, Potter? Welcome back, boss. I remember you from the other night when we were having the connection issues. What's up? I appreciate the support, boss. It's a good day to find me is on chest day. Every day is chest day for me, though, so it's likely you'll see me doing chest. The Sundays are the only day I don't bench. I'm going to stick to my grip. I like my grip on the bar, I'm going to be honest. All right, 315, we're going to grab this for some fun reps. We'll just play with it a little bit. Nothing too heavy, just a little lightweight work. I bench 6 days a week. All right, some lightweight work, let's go. Yeah. Oh, let me get my milk out of the way. I want to kick my milk over. That'd be horrendous. 315 Larson pause with a slow down, slow up. Really good time under the bar there. Whew. My rack pull PR. I did 600 on the rack pull the other day, Mark. I did 600 on the rack pull the other day, Mark. Would you say 425 by 7 or by 3? I don't reverse grip, no. It's good work though, Mark. Don't get me wrong. I do all my lifts heavy. Everything I do is heavy. Heavy curls, heavy curls, heavy tricep extensions, heavy overhead press, heavy squat, heavy leg press, everything heavy. If you add them together, you are correct, Mark. I'll give you that. I've been training for 5 years. It's called the Bulgarian method, Addictive. You should check it out. It's the closest thing to what I do. It's not exact, but it's close. They're good for helping develop deadlift strength. So people see rack pulls and they don't understand it a lot of the time. Rack pulls have different heights for a reason, and they are a very specific training movement, right? Rack pulls will help you develop the muscles in the areas that you're lacking for deadlift. So if I have trouble locking my deadlift above the knee here, then I'll run heavy rack pulls in this position here, right? Just working heavier without having to spend energy down at the bottom of the deadlift, just training that lockout portion that I'm struggling in. Let's say I'm struggling off the bottom. I can work rack pulls from a slightly higher level, right? And just work this portion of the lift, right? It's targeting the specific area that you're struggling with. That's what rack pulls are good for. Kind of like pin presses on a bench. No, Goku, that doesn't sound like it's effective at all. That's a bodybuilding routine maybe, but even that, it's not a great bodybuilding routine. In meat, it's over 1,000. I have to go back and look, and be honest, I don't know. Most of my meets didn't have all 3 lifts. I just recently added squats to my meets, Michael. So we'll set like a really good meet PR, like full power meet PR here soon. So most of them are just bench and deadlift. But the last bench deadlift meet I did, we squatted 1 or 2 meets, right? But the last push pull I did that I put up good numbers that I'm proud of. I think we went for 330 on the bench or 335, might have been 340. I can't remember. I had to go back and look. My memory's terrible. But I know we have over 330 in meet on the bench, and on the deadlift side, like I said, we're still trying to push 500, but we definitely, I think we hit 470 or 480 last time, something like that. It was a good number. It's a good number. This meet coming up in August, we're going to be shooting for something over 4 on the squat. Right now, 380, 385 is where I'm comfortable right now. My squat is my worst lift. And I don't know that I'm comfortable to competition depth yet, so we're going to be practicing that here soon. All right, let me grab some more reps here, guys. Let's grab a few. Let's grab a few real quick. Felt good. Felt good. Lined up nice for that one. I'm natural, so. I have some benching tip videos on my channel you can check out. That's a lot to give advice on in the stream. It's just a lot of information to gather. But you can check out my bench, quick, how to fix your bench or how to increase your bench. I have videos on the channel in the shorts tab. They'll teach you how to do that. Everything from make sure your form is 100%, and the movements that'll help you increase it or break plateaus. So those are on the channel. That little triple felt pretty good. What are you talking about? I'm natural, so I don't have to worry about getting clean, good stuff. What's up, William? What's up? How's it going? I am lifetime 100% natural. This is there's no one here. I can take an hour on this bench if I want. Well, I am. I don't know what to tell you. I compete in a natural federation. I'm still going between the two, Michael. I haven't decided what I like more yet. I'm still working on what exact position I'm most comfortable in. Both feel about the same for me. I'm going to be honest. I think I'm going to end up with low bar, probably. But we'll see. Whatever feels best. Woo-wee! 365 is my PR on the bench at the moment. Day's going good. Day's going good. Yeah, I've done weighted dips often. I'm good for about 5 plates on the weighted dips. 5 plates. For a single or a double or a triple, maybe. I don't know. I know for a single for sure. Maybe a double or triple. I never get shoulder pain, no. I don't do any kettlebell swings, Michael, personally. They kind of qualify as cardio, and I don't do any cardio. I'm very familiar with the benefits to kettlebell swings. I used to teach a lot of kettlebell movement, so. 490 is my deadlift current. I have a full. This is a full gym. This isn't my personal gym. I'm the head strength coach here, but this is a public gym. It's just late at night. South Carolina, Michael. So I want to try and compete in a couple other states this year. I want to do at least one meet in Georgia this year, and I want to do one meet in North Carolina, but I haven't decided which ones yet. And then I'll probably do one on the West Coast at some point soon because I've got some family over there, and I'm gonna try and do one in the Northeast. I want to go and I want to travel and do some meets, but that's gonna be later in the year most likely if we do that. I have at least I think it's 4 more meets this year that I know about, and they're all in South Carolina. So. I'm not addicted to caffeine, no. I have a few different federations I compete with, but that's one of the ones that I actively watch, yes. I actively keep up with at least. Anywhere that's got a good meet. I will sign up for almost any federation, all right, as long as they've got meets nearby. I just want to go and lift. I've competed with a few different. I've even competed, a lot of people haven't heard of this one, the APF. That's another one, that's a smaller one. That's the first one I ever competed in. USAPL, stuff like that. Yeah, it's I've competed in a few different. I haven't competed with the APF in a little while though. They stopped doing as many meets nearby, so I swapped over. Addicted to milk. Probably close, right? All right. We've done a triple and a single. That puts us at 4. We need 3 more. Let's do. No. We need 2 more. We've got 5 so far. All right. Let's do a single. Just burn through a single rep real quick, and then we'll move on to the next thing. Oh, we got 2 more singles. Sorry. 2 more singles. little Larson press, a little Larson press. I appreciate it, Michael. I appreciate it. Oh yeah, they're the greatest, aren't they? The sound they make. Hold on. Wait for it. Love it. Love it. Gym ASMR for you guys there, all right? I'm going to do a whole gym ASMR channel one day. Watch. Just clanking planks and pins going into blocks. It's going to be great. They're very real 45s. Very real 45s. We've done a lot of gym. Rich, you've been here for almost like 1,000 lives now, all right? You have had the gym tour. It would be a good ringtone, Michael. All right, we got one more lift, one more press here, and then we're gonna go do curls. We're probably gonna do preacher curls. No, we did preachers last night. We're not doing preachers tonight. Might do cable, I don't know yet. I am definitely a real natty, yes. I have been adding squat very often. Very often I've added squat to my routine, yes. Oh, quad work. Yeah, I do quad, leg extensions, hit the quads pretty often. Sometimes some other movements that kind of focus in on them, but I've been focusing in on that area. I will say that my target area, because I've noticed my biggest issue was in the interior of my hip. I noticed a little bit more issue there at the bottom of my squat. So I've been working those muscles to try and get them firing and a little bit stronger. That's where I find my biggest issue. So, no, we're definitely not cutting yet. We still got like another 20 pounds before we even talk about any changes to our weight program. We're going to 210 this year. 210 this year. Oh, felt good. Felt really good. All right, we'll do some cables tonight, guys. Do some cables tonight. Have a fun time. Yeah, singles are great for strength. It's probably not a good idea for me to lose weight currently. I would say that's a poor decision. It's a poor decision. Probably the gallon of milk I currently have, anti-aging trainer. It sounds like you're just being a bit of a hater. You should, I did post some physique work on the channel and in my Discord and on my Instagram if you're interested. I still have visible abs, just a heads up. I still have visible abs. My bulk has not taken my abs from me yet. I'm gonna be fine. I'm gonna be fine. I'm very aware of what I'm doing. In fact, I'll be putting on another 20 pounds. So we're not even close to the bulk finishing. It's not gonna hurt me. I'm gonna be fine. I currently weigh 179 pounds, 179 and a half pounds. I'm 5'11". I think I'm going to be okay weight-wise. I think I'm going to be okay weight-wise. I think I'm going to be okay weight-wise. Put it over here. I realize there was already a clip on here. Yeah. I eat very, very healthy. I eat very healthy. I clean bulk. I don't eat any trash. So anti-aging is just a hater. Bye. What's up, Mossberg? Perfect timing. No candy. I don't drink any soda. I don't eat any sweets or baked goods that are like heavily sweetened. So no strudels, no cakes, no cupcakes, no cookies. I don't eat any brownies. I said no candy, no soda, no sweet teas, no sweetened beverages. Just lean proteins, complex carbs, a little bit of honey before my workout sometimes. Psychic, Petra. Psychic. Yeah, and I don't drink. I don't avoid gluten, no. Yeah, I imagined you were here. I imagined you were here. You know what, Michael? As I do have access to those types of foods here in the South, not my gig, I'm gonna be honest. Not my gig. I've tried some interesting stuff, but those I've avoided. Good stuff, Grim. Congrats, that's awesome. I like resistance bands for certain things, like if I have a tweak in my shoulder or something and I want to work it out, sometimes I'll implement them, but it's very rare I use resistance bands. They are in a lot of my client programs, though. How's it going, Laura? Welcome to the stream. All right, another set of 7 here. So usually when people get pain from benching, it's because they're going too wide. Try narrowing your grip up a little bit. Grab a spotter and work with a couple different grips. Usually it's a gripping issue. People like to bench out super wide. It puts their shoulder in a really awkward position. Almost everybody I've noticed that gets shoulder pain on the bench, they always grip super wide. If you drag that grip in a little bit, let your triceps help you a little bit, it could help. That's what I've found personally. I can't speak for what's going to help you, but that's what would do for me, you know? So that's what I would personally do. It definitely takes a little bit more effort. There's a larger range of motion. It's more tricep centric. Mine is very close though, to be fair. I love flat bench. It's my favorite movement. This may surprise you. I've never worked in electronic sales, all right? I've never worked for Best Buy. I've never sold a cell phone. Never been a cell phone salesman. Why is electronic sales the go-to like khaki collared shirt job? Why? Everybody assumes. These are great. These are my lifting khakis. We're going to deadlift in these tonight. We're going to deadlift. Was it deadlift tonight? No, we don't. What's today? Today's Friday. Do we have? No. We do have deadlift tonight, yes. We do have deadlift tonight. I got it right all up in here in my noggin, Mark. I just don't know what day of the week it is. The block says 305, but obviously there's pulleys involved, so. All right, we've got shouldies next, guys. We got shouldies. We're gonna do dumbbell shouldies tonight, I think. No, we gotta do standing shoulder. We gotta do standing shoulder tonight. Let's do standing shoulder. The noggin is definitely noggin, all right? No lateral raises. Not tonight, at least. Not often. Hold on, guys, sorry. Hold on, guys. All right. Let's grab this weight. Oh, we gotta move the bar. We're gonna move the bar. What am I doing, guys? I'm losing track. I'm losing track. All right. I do eat a lot of beef, yes. I do eat a lot of steak. Ribeye is my go-to cut. I appreciate it, Grim. All right, let's add some weight. There's only 2 proteins I don't eat very often. That's gonna be fish. I don't eat a lot of fish, and I don't eat pork. I don't eat any pork. Fish is just because I don't care that much for fish. Pork is because I don't eat pork. It's not a great. It's not the best protein, so it's all right. But I don't eat any pork, and I don't eat a lot of fish. I eat a lot of lean beef, and I eat a lot of chicken, I eat a lot of turkey, a lot of dairy. No pork. And very, very, very seldom do we eat fish. Ugh. I do take creatine, yes. I get a bit of omega-3s, don't worry. The problem with eating that much fish, the amount of protein I take in a day, for me to eat that much fish, the mercury would be a concern. Mercury would become a concern. I eat a lot of protein. So, 2 to 3 times a week is like the maximum, like health-wise, you can consume even ocean fish. So, I'm 30 years old. Why would I announce on a 24-hour clock? That makes no sense. It would still be the same difference between the 2 time zones. Or do you mean like 24 hours in advance? If you're talking about 24 hours in advance, there's no way. There's no way. I don't know what I'm going to be doing 24 hours in advance, let alone be able to announce to other people what I plan on doing in 24 hours. That's up to you. I can't make recommendations to your nutrition over the stream, unfortunately. Not super often I do single arm, no, Alex. It's not really, unless you have a significant, like, you know, imbalance. Not really a lot to gain from single arm. Only. If you feel better doing it, 100%. Just for my program, I don't see there's no advantage for my program. But if you feel better doing it, I mean, do you? It's still going to work the same muscles, right? If you feel you're more controlled and you can do more with it, and you're getting a better pump out of it or whatever you're getting, that's perfectly fine. A single arm shoulder press, a dual arm shoulder press, I mean, there's slight differences, but there's none significant that's like one is significantly worse than the other or better than the other. So there's probably some very small changes or small differences between the two that, like, the top level, if you're like going for a world record overhead military press, you might want to specifically work on that movement. But, you know, for general muscle strength gain, pretty much all the way to whatever point you want to get to, single or dual arm shoulder press, not going to be a significant change. Now, core stabilization can be a little tricky sometimes with single arm as you get heavier, because having weight on one side of the body, unless you're holding weight on both sides of the body, can be a little funky, right? Depends on what you're doing. But let's go up, another single. How is Mossberg doing, Mossberg? I hope well, I hope well. All right, we got 205 real quick. So 205. Easy work. Whee! Felt good. We got barbell row next. Barbell row next. No. Yes. Yes, barbell row next. Let's hit that actually. What's that, Scotty? What are you questioning? You just got done with heavy single shoulder. Only going up to 205. We're a little spent this week. We did heavy shoulders like a lot this week. A lot. We've gone up to like 240 on this standing. Seated, we've done 240 recently. We're not going to 225 tonight. End of the week, we kind of take it a little easier, you know. End of the week, we take it a little easier. My bench is 365, Scotty. Ah, yeah, I see. 365, Scotty. That's my bench current. I weigh 179.5 pounds. I'm 5'11", and I'm 30 years old. All right, we got barbell rows tonight. We're gonna hit this for probably 3 sets of 7, not the 135. We're gonna increase it, but. Summer's here in South Carolina. Where I'm from, summer's been here, all right? Mind you, 179.5 is about 15 pounds up from where I was 2 months ago, so. we bulk clean, so it takes a little more time than if I was dirty bulking, but we get it done. In clothes, it's good to wear clothes in the gym. They frown upon not wearing clothes in the gym. It's generally frowned upon. I'm doing great. I'm doing great. These are my lifting khakis. Why is everybody so confused by my lifting khakis? They are obviously lifting khakis. What's up, what's up? I want to tell you, Scotty, honestly, on that one. Lifting in khakis is the same as lifting in shorts, except I'm in khakis. Lifting in khakis is the same as shorts, but I'm in khakis. Guys, I run like a business separate of this. So like from time to time, I have to do like stuff in khakis. And I also just like lifting in khakis. It's comfy. My belly's doing great. I have visible abs year round. PR pants, there you go. Probably about that, like a 31, 32 waist, somewhere in there. Maybe a little bit bigger. I don't know. I don't really measure it often. All right, we're gonna add some more weight to this bar. Do another set of rows. Appreciate it, Jordan. 275. My day's been great. My day's been great. Hold on, guys. YM, what's up? It's been a long time since I've had a ginger ale. I don't drink soda anymore, but I'm sure it's great. I was a fan of ginger ale when I was drinking soda. I'm from Central South Carolina. Yeah, don't do any of that. I don't do any of that, Jordan. I am natural, 100% natural. It's great, isn't it? Top tier. Top tier. Yeah. Form was great. Appreciate you though. They weren't rack pulls, they were rows. I do rack pulls from time to time though. I do rack pulls from time to time. We already benched tonight, Scotty. We went up to 350 tonight, Scotty. We bench every night. It's at the beginning of every stream. You can check it out. My bench is 365 current. My bench is 365 currently. It varies. I don't have a set rest time. I've competed in the 165 already. At 165, I think the most I pressed in competition at 165 was 330 on the bench. So at 165, I pressed 330 in comp. That was the heaviest I went in comp at 165. But at 165, I hit 350 originally at 165. But I did lose a couple pounds on my bench when I got sick and built it back up during my bulk. So those are real numbers, yes. See, I haven't properly squatted in comp yet. I've only done a test run in some local meets. We will be doing a proper one in the state. We have the state championship coming up in November. I competed last year. I'll compete again this year. I'm actively pressing my squat up and up. So pull-ups are easy. Pull-ups are easy work. Pull-ups are easy work. Pull-ups, dips, push-ups, you name it. One arm push-ups, one leg push-ups. We'll do it at the end, maybe. Yeah. I am sweating, guys. Hold on. It is time for the lifting. I am sweating a storm currently. Oh. All right. All right, tricep extensions. Pull-ups are extraordinarily easy for me in particular. I'm speaking for myself, by the way. I'm not stopping the stream for your pull-up question. You can ask the entire stream. We've been streaming for months. Pull-ups are not hard work. I don't believe you, I'm gonna be honest. No, I go through these quickly on purpose. This is lightweight work. We're lifting for strength purposes, guys. I'm not bodybuilding. I'm lifting for strength purposes. It's powerlifting. I'm breathing. You can do it in the stream if you want. You can do it in the stream. There's a donate button right in the stream. Big donate button right in the stream. I'm a man of my word. You donate, I'll do your pull-ups. I have visible abs actually. I recently did a physique shoot. You can actually see the abs through the tank. It's on you, Big. I did a physique shoot. It's on my channel. You can check it out. And my Instagram. And my Facebook. And in my Discord. Actually, it was night before last stream. You can go check it out at the end of the stream. No, I don't do that, Grim. Everything I do is strength-centric. Everything I do is strength-centric. There's not a lot of time under tension work in my program. Very rare. Unless I'm doing like very specific movements, very specific reasons. There's not a lot of like slow reps. Have I ever measured my chest? No. What's that, Michael? Did I miss your message, Michael? I try and read everything. What's up, David? Whew. My deadlift is 490 current, 490 conventional. I like lifting heavy. Strength is my preference. Strength is my preference. Muscle will come with that. So. What's that, Shipashu? I am natural. I'm natural. I've never had a bone density scan, no. I don't have any reason to get a bone density scan. Drink a lot of milk. Very dense bones. Lockout, what, in my deadlift? So deadlift, I usually do everything except the full knee lock during training. Obviously, you need full lockout for competition, but I'm very natural. I'm very natural. I compete in a natural powerlifting federation. I compete professionally. It's not worth it. Not worth it. I am definitely natty. Powerlifting is just more fun, in my opinion. I don't tend to do a lot, like on these, I can lock the triceps out all day, but it's not necessary 100%. You want to get to like near lockout, you don't have to lock your elbow back. I mean, if you really want to, you can. There's not that much of a return on investment for the overall joint discomfort that you're going to get, you know, from it typically if you're locking out constantly. If you're doing it once in a while, it's not a big deal. But in training, there's not really a reason to go beyond this point. If you want to go that far, you can. But you know all those people that say lifting hurts their joints after so many years? It's because they got trapped by that whole, you gotta lock every movement with your elbows. Especially push-ups. Everybody with these, like, your elbows have to like flare, like almost go in when you do a push-up to complete a push-up. That's not proper. That's not, there's no benefit to that. All you're doing is beating on the cartilage in your elbow joint. No, I'm good, Chunko. All right, we've got rear delts to do, guys, and then have a good one. We'll do calisthenics at the end. Calisthenics are just like our cool down work. What's up, Knight? All right, we're gonna get some rear delt flies. Not a big Ramstein listener, I'm gonna be honest. I don't listen to music when I work out though, generally. We don't typically slow my reps. Only when I'm very specifically focusing in on stuff like specific ranges of motion. Like if I really want to put extra work into my top end of my bench or the low end of my deadlift, I'll slow it down just to make sure I get that extra time in that portion of the lift. But it's rare. It's only when I see an imbalance. So, all right, let me start doing this. We're at 55. Let's get them moving, guys. Yeah. Form's great. Form's great. Yeah. That was our warm-up weight, to be fair. You're a very, very angry troll. It's very late at night. Do you not have anything better to do than troll the stream? Not today, vegan. There's always trolls. There's always going to be trolls. It's just something we've learned to deal with over the last few months. So, I like when they're at least creative. This guy isn't even creative. He's got the same setup as everybody else. Wants to see me do calisthenics because he assumes because I'm a power lifter that I don't know how to do calisthenics. And then he screams on and on about how I must either be on gear or they'll say your form is horrible. Meanwhile, they're dusting the Cheeto dust off their fingertips while you lift. We've done those. We've done those in stream. I'm not going to change my program for your enjoyment. My program is important to me. Five years. That's what I usually do. I just inform them I bench more than them and they usually run off. It's usually how the trolls get sent out. So, what's up, what's up? It's the meat proteins help, vegan. They do. I recommend beef and chicken. Me personally. I don't know how much that guy benches, so I couldn't tell you. So that's how you can tell someone doesn't lift, right? Is when they come in and in order to try and get back at you when you ask them how much they bench, they name other lifters and ask if you lift more than them instead. He doesn't have anything to defend his point, so he's asking me if I lift more than other lifters he knows about instead of himself. That's crazy work. That's crazy work. That's if I claim to be better at football than him, right? And then when he tried to ask me something specific about my football history, I was like, yeah, but can you outthrow Tom Brady? Like, no. 225 is That's like warm-up work. It's like warm-up work. $225 is my form is top tier. Top tier. I compete. Bench is my specialty. I'm literally a paid powerlifter. I get paid to go to competition and bench. So form has to be good. They don't give you any leeway in competition. My form is top tier. 225 is easy work. 225 is easy work. I'm easy to find. You look me up, yeah. All right, we're gonna grab the hundreds, do one more set of these. So, let's go. We're doing delt flies at the moment. Are you blocked, Mossberg? I thought you were just letting me go at him for a little while. He's changed his tune now. It's all good, Mossberg. It's all good. He wasn't saying he was going to come here. He was just asking. He was talking about looking me up. All right, have a good one. We haven't had an opportunity to have a spotter, Rich Guy. It's the end of the week. We missed it earlier, and it was unfortunate this week when we missed it. We usually only get one attempt at our PRs. All right, let's grab this other side, guys. Then we're gonna do our deadlifts. Woo-wee! Because I started later tonight and they close at midnight, so I wouldn't have been able to get the full stream. So I didn't want to cut the stream short just to go to the other gym, you know? Whee! No, William. I do not. All right, deadlifts are next, guys. Let's grab some milk. Ooh. They actually do know who I am. I know the owner. She's a pretty good competitive bodybuilder. I would say she's pretty good at it. Swole. So I'd say in the area I haven't seen any bodybuilders that I would say, there's only a couple bodybuilders that are on her level. She takes it very seriously. So I'm not going to give out gym owners' names, vegan. That's not good practice. I'm sorry. The gym she runs is Original Gym. If you want to find the gym, you can find her. You can find her there on her Instagram. I don't give out people's names and information. It's not good policy. All right. But she does. She owns Original Gym, so. It is in South Carolina, yes. Very good bodybuilder. How's it going? How's it going? Like, the bodybuilding isn't my gig. I know a few bodybuilders, and I think I'm gonna challenge one of them at some point. What do you guys think? I'm gonna have them do a powerlifting workout with me, and then I'm gonna have them run me through one of their bodybuilding workouts, just for the giggles one day. Just for the giggles. That is not the name. That is not the name of the person. that is actually pretty close to the truth. Rich guy. I can confirm I will not be opening an OnlyFans. I can assure you that is not on the table. That is not on the table. That will never come to be a thing. So if that's what people were waiting on, you're gonna be waiting a long time. It goes against my personal morals and beliefs. So it's not happening, I assure you. All right, quick 3 to get warm. It is very helpful, vegan, it is. That does help out with the gym build. I have priced it out. The gym build will not be cheap, but it will be happening. We're going to put it together progressively throughout the summer. Progressively throughout the summer, for sure. Appreciate it, Ben. Ugh. But it has to happen. I need the gym build. Yeah, I'm building a real home gym. So a day pass at the original gym or this gym? This gym, a day pass is $5. At the original gym, it's $20. We're gonna have some top tier equipment, 100%. I consume a lot of beef, Thunder. I consume a lot of beef. Cholesterol isn't necessarily unhealthy. I take creatine, yes. Hold on. Yeah, we're gonna go through a couple different avenues as far as getting some cool equipment, but I also have a lot of I also have availability to get equipment from gyms when they're updating equipment, which is something not everybody has the opportunity to do, but I do have that opportunity. So we will be potentially sourcing equipment from gyms that are updating or gyms that are closing as well. So, as I happen to know a lot of people in the fitness industry, and some of them are gym owners, and they like to update equipment. They get rid of equipment that they no longer want or need or have space for. Some of them have a lot of stuff in storage, so that I will source some of the equipment that way. Like the last gym I was working for had every gym had 10 pieces in storage, so that they just didn't use. And they were never going to use, but they didn't want to get rid of it because they didn't, it was cost more to get rid of it than just leave it in storage. So, I'm not getting any, I won't get free gym equipment. I won't get free gym equipment. I'll still have to pay for it. I don't expect anybody to give me anything for free. Maybe I can swing a sponsorship and get a piece or two. We'll see in the future. We'll see as the summer continues on. But I plan on paying for my gym equipment. I'm not going to ask anybody for anything for free. It's just not in my nature. All right, let's grab it. I don't know why I'm building up so much for 315. Let's go. Yep. I was thinking there was more weight on the bar than there was. Sweating, some people just sweat more. I've seen people that go through really hard workouts and don't sweat at all. I've seen people that just profusely sweat with really, really simple routines and they're not tired. So. I've been in the gym industry for about 3 years. So. Gym industry if you've never been in it, you wouldn't know this. The gym industry is very about who you know, and trying not to piss those people off. So, who you know when it comes to any kind of like sport industry, sport-related industry, fitness industry, health. That kind of stuff. Connections and who you know and who you talk to matters. So, matters a lot. That's just 405. From this gym, no. There was a gym I worked for that did get weight stolen, but there was a gym I worked for that got 10 sets of dumbbells stolen in one night. So I can't wait for my new glasses to come in, guys. These broken ones just ain't flying. They said up to 14 days. Those were broken glasses for almost 14 days. I don't know where they're coming from, but they told me 14 days to get my new glasses. Mind you, I have very bad vision. I traded vision for strength. So they are 100% taped right now until my new ones come in. The arm broke. I have an astigmatism, guys. I have very, very poor vision. I am 100% of the time in glasses. I fall asleep in my glasses often, and that's why they break. That's why they break. So, all right, 405. This is the heaviest we're going tonight. We went a little heavier the other night. We're just gonna go 405. Nothing super over the top today. I definitely feel spent for the week from all the additional fun stuff we've been doing at the other gym. And 200 push-ups, was it 2 nights ago? Courtesy of you guys. Those 200 push-ups definitely spent energy for sure. So 405, and then we'll just walk it into the rack. So. Makes it easier to de-rack later. Yeah, that was every now and again we run a challenge on the stream, like a chat challenge. So we'll run another one probably the beginning of next week. I'm not going to run any today or over the weekend because we're about to do some pull-ups here in a second, guys. It's a bit of a ride for Mossberg to come here as a special guest on the stream. I think that'd be more than a day trip. More than a day trip. I didn't even see what Lux said. Must not have been that good. Oh, that's what he said. Great. Okay. Oh. All right. Pull-ups are next. Pull-ups are next. I do plan on traveling for different meets in the future. Obviously, with the fact I work a separate full-time training gig, it's difficult to travel. But in the future, maybe as the stream grows, maybe I'll get the opportunity to travel a little bit more. So I plan on it. I will at some point I will get to that point where I travel for this stream, but not yet. Not yet. Not tonight. And maybe I'll make a special trip up to Canada to do an official measurement to see in person the 30-inch biceps. I rest on Sundays. All right, pull-ups. Pull-ups. Let me go cut the other light on so we have full lighting in here, guys, and then we'll do pull-ups. And then we'll do pull-ups. I'm not afraid of Anatoly. I'm back. I didn't go very far. I just went to go turn the light on. Pull-ups. I bench heavier than Anatoly. I've got Anatoly on the bench. He's got me on the squat, but I've got him on the bench. If 30 inches is the smallest arms in the chat, this is the swollest chat in the world. All right? Those that don't know, it is canon knowledge that Mossberg has 30-inch biceps. So I don't believe it, T. I don't believe it. 30.1, Ben. We're going to throw in one set of dips for 7, and then we're going to call the stream for the night. I got to get some sleep. My mother's flying in for Mother's Day weekend. I'm going to spend some time with Mom tomorrow, so. Anatosely, that's a good one. It's a good one. More than likely, she will purchase more Fairlife milk to stock my fridge. My mother has a tendency to do those things. She'll show up to my house and just buy things to give me while she's here. I'll go grocery shopping and she'll just pay while I'm not looking, that kind of stuff. My mother is awesome. My mother is awesome. Yeah, it's the greatest, isn't it? It's the greatest. I imagine a lot, Jeremy. Probably 500. Probably 500. We don't need any confirmations, all right? We already have our confirmations. Let me see if I have a marker. The gym lock is not unlocking at the moment, so we can't get into the office, which is unfortunate. I gotta figure out what's going on with that. But I have the key. I could just open it with the key, but I don't feel like going to get my keys. Let me go look for a marker. All right, we're gonna get our super chats on the bottom real quick, and then give me 1 second because we had 2 super chatters tonight. So Ray. And Potter. We're gonna put Potter on here because it's in quotes. So I'm gonna put it in quotes too. So Ray and Potter in quotations. I appreciate the support tonight, guys. I really do. I really do. Ugh. All right, back to regular chat. Let's see what I missed. That's awesome, Mossberg. I never run low on milk, guys. I always have at least 1.5 liters. So there was a lot going on in the chat while I was gone, it looks like. I just opened up those chats that got blocked. Good Lord. Good Lord. You know what I saw recently, Mossberg? Some guy was doing a trip from the East Coast to the West Coast, and he was stopping at restaurants to get used fryer oil to run his vehicle. I haven't watched the whole video yet. I don't know if I will watch the whole video. It sounds very long, but it seemed interesting. He was just pulling up to restaurants and be like, "Y'all got any used fryer oil I can put in my car?" Oh. But that's it, guys. That's the stream for tonight. A little bit of a shorter one, just an hour and some change tonight, hour 41. But I got a lot going on tomorrow and Sunday. Tomorrow, if I have the opportunity to stream, I will announce it. I make no guarantees until tomorrow. Okay. So if I have the opportunity to stream, I will stream tomorrow, but I'm not going to guarantee it yet. And then Sunday, there will be no stream. My mother will not make a guest appearance. No, I can assure you she does not plan on coming on the stream. She sees the chats that I get on a routine basis. There's no way she's going to appear on the stream. I assure you. It's not worth it. I promise. But if y'all ever wondered one of the reasons why Britt never wants to appear on the stream, although she has her own secret service in the chat, she sees the comments I get. You know what I'm saying? So most of y'all are awesome, but there's one or two. There's one or two a night. But yeah, I appreciate it. Y'all have a good one. Thanks for coming out again tonight, and we'll be back probably tomorrow, but no guarantees for tomorrow. And Sunday, no go, but Monday, 100%. So, but I'll see y'all then. And there'll still be videos coming out tomorrow and Sunday. If I don't stream, either way, there'll be videos. So, all right, see y'all later.